Hello people of the internet, it is True Pain Gaming back at it again with another Battle Spirits Saga video. Today I want to break down the cards for you guys. This way you know how the cards work and function when you start playing, when you get your demo decks, or during the pre-release, or if you're waiting till the official release. That being said, let's hop right in. I want to start over here at the left side with the card type. This is going to tell you which type of the three types of cards your card is. There's Spirit cards, Nexus cards, and Magic cards, and that is located to the left of the artwork in the bottom corner. In the top left, we have the cost. This is a number of cores that you are going to have to pay to summon this creature to your side of the field. But there's also the next thing you will notice, these reduction symbols. You can reduce this cost by the number of reduction symbols on your field up to the total number of reduction symbols printed on your card. And I will explain that more after I cover Siegworm here. We have Thunder Dragon Siegworm. That is the name of the card in this top area of the card here. That is the name. Under that you will see Star Dragon / Ancient Dragon. This is the type and or race of the card. Down here, the bulk of the card is comprised of these skills. These are the effects that your card has. And you see they do have a corresponding level to their effects, as well as keywords in order to simplify text. Again, you see this final step here says this final skill says level 3, which means you can only use it while you are level 3. And these others say level 1, 2, and 3, which means you can use them at all times. The bottom right here is the symbol. This is going to count towards your other cards, keyword other cards, reduction number. If you're sort of piecing it all together, I'll put it together in a second for you. On the spirits, we have flavor text. This is going to be at the bottom of the card. Here on Siegworm, you can see it is at the bottom, and it talks about star dragons. On the left side of the card, the final thing we have to talk about is the levels and BP. The BP is going to be the points used for calculating battle, and your power goes up while you level up. So you see level 1 is 4,000, level 2 is 6,000, and level 3 is 5,000. And you have the levels there, and those correspond to the number of the number of cores you place on the card to level it up. So how cost reduction and symbols work. This is going to be the big thing that I think a lot of people stumble upon. Siegworm's raw cost is 6. If you have nothing else on the field, that is what you are paying. You are paying 6 cores to summon Siegworm. However, this symbol is in the bottom right of all the cards I've seen. Potentially there are some that do not have any, but all the cards I've seen so far have this symbol here. This is the number of reductions that Siegworm offers to the cards you play. So for example, Siegworm has a up to 3 reduction cost. If I have 3 other cards on my field that have this symbol in the bottom right, that means I can reduce that total number of reduction, the total cost, by the total reduction I have on the field. So if I have 1 card on my field with a symbol, the cost is 5. If I have 2 cards on my field with a symbol, the cost is 4. If I have 3 cards on my field with a symbol, the cost is 3. I cannot go any higher than 3 because 3 is the total number of reduction symbols that Siegworm has. And that is pretty much the best way to explain the cost, reduction, and symbol function of the cards. And that is the spirit cards. We're going to move on to our Nexus cards here. Nexus cards have fewer things going on. So again, we have the card type here, which is Nexus in the bottom left of the picture. We have the cost. Again, this is a 4 cost for this Scorched Battlefield, and it has a reduction of 2. We have the name again, Scorched Battlefield, the skills of the battlefield, and the symbol, again, counting towards your reduction of your other cards. And we also have levels on Scorched Battlefield. So Nexuses, while most cards in the game spirits have to have a certain number of cores on them to remain on the field. If a spirit has no cores on them, meaning they are level 0, because you gain, it tells you on the level how many cores you need to level them up. If you have no cores on your spirit, it becomes null, and your spirit is going to go to the trash. Nexuses, however, do not have this. Nexuses do stay on the field. You see the level 1 is actually a 0 core requirement, so it does get to stay on the field. And then it has level 2 for a 2 core requirement. Now what this means is that you will always have this level 1 effect. During your attack step, all your red spirits gain 1,000. But if you commit 2 more cores to your Scorched Battlefield, it is level 2 while it has those 2 cores, which are during your attack step, draw a card when you reduce your opponent's life. So you will acquire all of those effects that state level 2, and you will also keep the level 1 effect. So that is how the core and the level system works. I did not go over that on Seagworm, but Seagworm is the same. If you rewind a little bit, you will see that Seagworm has a... Actually, we can go back. You see Seagworm has a 1 next to the 4,000, a 3 next to the 6,000, and a 5 next to the 9,000. This means in order for him to be level 1, when you summon him, you have to put a core on him. He will be level 1 with 1 core for 4,000. 3 cores will make him 6,000, and 5 cores will make him 9,000, and you can gradually level him up as you play. And the last type of card so far in the game is a magic card. Again, you have the card type here in the bottom left of the picture, the cost, the reduction, the name, this one is landmine, skills, color. I didn't talk about color, but you do see there's a little red symbol here that says red, and it's on all 3 of these cards, and that tells you which color the card is you play. And on magic cards, we have icons. Now, these icons mean different things. You see main and flash here. So main and flash means you can play it during your main turn, and flash allows you to use it on your opponent's turn, which is very strong if you commit cores to it. And burst is a mechanic similar to setting trap cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! You get to set this card face down on your field, and then the burst activates when the condition is met. So when your opponent destroys a spirit, you gain this skill, and that is how burst works. Main and flash are very similar to other card games that have similar keywords. Main meaning you can play it on your turn, flash meaning it can be played on your opponent's turn, and burst allowing you to set it as a sort of trap card or when a condition is met card. That being said, guys, that is everything. I really hope this broke down the cards for you in a nice, concise way. I felt like this was the biggest hurdle for me when I was getting into the game, and it's going to help a lot of people out there, I think, breaking it down and making it more digestible. A lot of it is very, very common stuff. I think the biggest thing you're going to have to understand is these icons here. Again, burst, main, flash. The levels and how you go from level 1, 2, and 3, as well as cost, reduction, and symbols. I think those will be the 3 biggest hurdles, but nothing too deep. I would say cost, reduction, and symbols may take a little getting used to, but just remember, it is your cost minus the total number of symbols on your field equals what you have to pay to get that monster on board. That being said, guys, I thank you so much for watching my video, and if you like, don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. If you can't think of anything to comment hashtag Seagworm Supremacy, because red is the best deck. If you want to see more of me, go ahead and click those links down in the description below. It helps out a lot, and I would thank you for your support. I will see you all next time. Bye.